Chris Martin's emotional confession about Dakota Johnson leaves fans in tears. In a moment that fans are calling one of the most emotional revelations of his career, Coldplay frontman Chris Martin opened up about his longtime partner, actress Dakota Johnson, during a recent concert, and what he said has brought fans around the world to tears. It happened during Coldplay's sold-out show at the Rose Bowl in Los Angeles. The lights dimmed, the crowd roared, and as the first notes of My Universe began to play, Chris suddenly paused, took a deep breath, and stepped closer to the microphone. What followed wasn't part of the usual setlist. It was an unguarded, heartfelt confession about love, vulnerability, and the woman who has changed his life. "You know, there's someone who came into my life a few years ago," Chris began, his voice trembling slightly. "And she completely changed the way I see the world. She taught me that love isn't about grand gestures, it's about quiet moments, patience, and truly seeing someone for who they are. For me, that person is Dakota." The audience went completely silent. Thousands of fans, who moments earlier were singing along to every lyric, suddenly stood still, hanging on to every word. The giant screens showed Chris's eyes glistening as he spoke from the heart, a side of him rarely seen in public. "She's the reason I smile before every show," he continued. "The reason I write songs the way I do now. I used to write from sadness and pain, but now I write from peace. And that peace is because of her." A wave of emotion swept through the crowd. Some fans were openly crying, holding hands, and filming the moment through tears. Social media quickly exploded with clips of the confession, spreading across platforms like wildfire. The hashtags #ChrisMartinConfession, #DakotaJohnson, and #ColdplayLove began trending worldwide within hours. Chris Martin just declared his love for Dakota Johnson in front of thousands, and I'm sobbing. This is what love looks like. I was at the concert tonight, and you could feel the emotion. Chris wasn't just performing, he was speaking his truth. For years, Chris and Dakota have been notoriously private about their relationship. They've rarely spoken about each other publicly and are seldom seen together at red carpet events. But behind the scenes, insiders say the couple's bond has only deepened over time. "They're soulmates," a close friend of the pair reportedly said. Dakota brings out a calmer, happier side of Chris. He's more grounded now, more peaceful. You can see it in the way he talks about life, love, and music. Fans believe that several of Coldplay's recent hits, including Let Somebody Go, Beautiful, and Coloratura, were written with Dakota in mind. Chris has previously hinted that much of his music is drawn from real-life emotions, but never before has he spoken so directly about his muse. During the same concert, after his emotional speech, Chris dedicated Yellow, one of Coldplay's most iconic songs, to Dakota. As the lights glowed golden across the massive stadium, he looked toward the audience and said softly, "This one's for the person who makes my world shine a little brighter every day." The moment was pure magic. Videos of the dedication have now amassed millions of views, with comments from fans saying it felt like watching a real-life love letter unfold. Many compared it to the golden era of love ballads, simple, sincere, and timeless. Entertainment outlets and celebrity blogs have since picked up the story, calling it Chris Martin's most personal moment ever shared on stage. Even fellow artists reacted online, praising the Coldplay frontman for his openness and vulnerability in an age where many celebrities hide behind their fame. For longtime fans of Chris, this confession marks a poignant full circle. After his highly publicized divorce from actress Gwyneth Paltrow years ago, Chris went through what he once called a dark phase, a period filled with uncertainty and heartbreak. His music reflected that pain. But now, with Dakota, he seems to have rediscovered joy and balance. "Life gives you storms," he told the crowd before his final encore. "But sometimes, if you're lucky, you find someone who teaches you how to dance in the rain. That's what Dakota did for me." As the show ended with fireworks and fans singing along to Fix You, many described the night as unforgettable. People left the stadium feeling not only entertained but deeply moved, reminded that even rock stars, beneath the lights and fame, are human beings who crave love and connection just like everyone else. Whether or not this confession leads to wedding bells remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Chris Martin's heartfelt tribute to Dakota Johnson has touched millions. In a world often filled with chaos and heartbreak, his words were a powerful reminder that love, when it's real, can heal, inspire, and even make a stadium full of strangers cry together.